The stage is set as we welcome you back to the Kia World Extreme Games 2014 edition for the aggressive inline street final. We've seen 10 skaters, and now we've narrowed it down to 5. The 5 top skaters that enter this competition, well, they are going to play host to 3 different runs as they try to attack this course to finish with gold, silver, and bronze. We'll take a look at how this all breaks down. 5 athletes compete. They get 3 45-second runs, and the highest overall score wins. That means if you fall on your first or second run, well, no big deal. You still got that 3rd run to go. So we've talked about the runs. How about the competitors? We have 5 exceptional competitors that made it into this final. CJ Wellsmore, you're getting a good look at him right there. He was leading the pack until our last skater went. And here is a look at the top 5 that enter this competition. Kirill, Galushoko from Russia. And then Soichiro, Worapoj, Boonnim from Thailand. CJ Wellsmore got in, as you just saw him just moments ago. And Yuto Goto with the highest overall score from Japan. So 2 Japanese skaters, and they represent Japan, and we will see how they will fare in this competition. Hi, everybody. I'm Paul Higginsville and Arlo Eisenberg, and welcome back to the street course as we get set for this aggressive inline final. And Arlo, in between the last heat and this final, you had an opportunity to talk to the judges. And how's the sense? And what do you think is going to be shaping up for this? Because obviously you've got a number of judges. They don't always agree. That's why we have separate judges with separate score sheets.
I think there was a little bit of controversy and discussion over Takeshi's score from the first round. I think some of them thought maybe he had the best score. And of course, only one rider advanced out of that heat. So the best score in the first round was not just academic. It determined who was going to be in the finals. But Kirill made it. So you can make an argument either way. I mean, he had great runs. He's a great skater. And the bottom line is we've got a great final set. This is 5 really talented skaters.
And this is Kirill dropping in. As Arlo mentioned, he's the only skater out of heat number 1 in round 1 to advance to the final.
But I'll tell you what, the skating that got him out of the first round is not going to cut it here in the finals. He's got to step it up. There you go, 360.
And he was able to watch the 5 skaters that just went as we were, so he got some ideas, and as Arlo mentioned, he does have to step it up, and this is a pretty decent run to start the first run of the competition.
Yeah, the 360 into the Mizu was a difficult trick. No time to lollygag here.
Yeah, I was going to say
that. Got to keep it going.
You got to take the full 45 seconds if you want to end up on the podium.
There you go.
Yeah.
So backside royale on the handrail, jumping to that flat angle iron ledge.
Representing Russia, Galushoko gets us started in our aggressive inline final.
Yeah, it was a good run. For some reason, he doesn't look too pumped on it. You know, these guys have been skating all day, so they are exhausted out there.
So he's got an 82.33 Worapoj does. CJ Wellsmore had some really good scores his first run.
Riding the line. He started out fakey 180 into the bank. So now CJ's never short on energy. Even when his legs are getting tired, he brings it. Big stale grab air. Right into 270 backside Favre. 540 transfer with the mute grab. Great line from CJ. He's been crushing it all day.
How do you compare this with his first run of heat number 2?
You're talking about CJ's?
Yeah, CJ's. He came out and just blasted it, remember?
I think it's right on par with that. Yeah. I mean, he's got a lot of energy. Everything's clean. This is great. And as I say that, he goes down.
And that was with time winding down. So CJ Wellsmore, he doesn't seem too stoked about that run. I know he did not want to fall at the end.
Yeah,
it's got to be gassed.
It's a bummer of a way to end it. But, you know, I don't worry about CJ. I mean, especially after seeing that run, he's on it.
Yuto Goto is getting ready to go, our number 1 qualifier. And we'll take a look at CJ's score when it drops in. And Yuto looking on. So an 80.67 for CJ. He's currently in 2nd place.
Yeah, it's a good sign. I was curious to see how much the judges would penalize him for that fall at the end, and he still broke the 80s. Backside mistrial, 270 back in. It's a really cool way to start. Yeah, 360 into the bank. This is looking great. And then, see, he's still on his feet, but you can't miss those tricks.
Right. And you can tell he's a little dejected at that point.
Well, because he knows.
Yep.
You know, with 45 seconds, that's that great transfer to the sweat stance. But with only 45 seconds, you really can't afford to miss tricks. It counts. He went 450 to the backslide, and then getting monkey plant over the spine ramp.
Oh, gosh, did he save that for himself right there? Again, he's getting more and more frustrated. He waited till his third run of heat number 2 to really blast a good run. Seems a little frustrated right there.
Well, really, he missed the one trick in the middle of the run. Otherwise, it was a pretty good run.
Yeah, Soichiro with a 37.67. Here I am. All right, he's getting fired up. Let's see what he's got. His second run.
Well, he waved off the end of his last run, so let's see if that helps him try and save those legs. So far, so good. Fakie 360, true Macchio. Which, by the way, is not just a throwaway trick. That is a really impressive trick. One of the more impressive tricks out here. Transferring up to the alley-oop porn.
Up on that big box.
540. I love the style on that. So cool. He grabs the mute. Backslide transfer.
So Kanashima definitely put on a better run than he did his first one out.
Yeah, and that's when we knew he was feeling it in the previous heat when he hit that 360 Macchio. There you go. Another true Macchio.
So Kanashima will improve on that 37.67. Good to see him get a good run in the books, because that will definitely make the competition more interesting as we get ready for the third and final run, as we are right smack dab in the middle of the competition.
You can see the relief for sure.
And Worapoj, thumbs up for Worapoj with an 82.33, currently in second place. Kanashima actually moves into first place, and Boonnim goes to third. So I'm not sure if he knows that as he drops in.
Well, he knows he's got a good run, so there should be some spots here where he tries to step it up a little bit. Big air transfer into the big wall bank.
Huge air.
Inverted, flat spin 360. True mistrial.
So Arlo, he's off to a good start in this run.
He is. It's a great run, but it's the same line. I mean, if the judge, he needs to find a place where he can give the judges a reason to boost up that score. There you go. Big flat spin over the spine.
He's got a smile on his face after that one.
He's got two guys that have moved ahead of him. So he's got to be looking for places to add points.
Yeah. In a blink of an eye, he had two of them go by him.
So yeah.
Back down the rail. Comes in Fakie, and time winds down. Stayed up on his skates, and we'll see if that is a better score than he had on his first run of an 82.33 as we get ready for CJ Wellsmore, who at one time had the best run of the entire competition. And there's a good look at CJ. So.
And I got to tell you something to look out for, because what Yuto and Soichiro are doing that's helping them with their scores, the reason they have blasted to the top, is that the grinds that they're throwing in there are difficult. They're more difficult than the other guys. So this is what they have to compete with. Either you've got to bring more amplitude to offset those technical grinds, or you've got to add a little more difficulty in your grinds.
CJ's just flying around this course right now.
And that's what CJ has going for him. He has the most energy of any skater out here.
Definitely.
There he goes. He just stepped it up right there. He got a switch up on top of that sub box. He's switching it up now. These are all new tricks for CJ. We haven't seen these in any of the previous rounds.
This is what we talked about in the second heat. How much do you show? Well, he didn't show it all, because obviously he's got some tricks up his sleeve.
Fakie wall ride over the sub box, zero spin into the backside rail, 270 into the bank. This is a great run for CJ.
Arlo, this is a very smart run.
It is. Yeah. That's what you have to. You have to give the judges an excuse to boost your score. You can't keep showing them the same run because they've already scored it a million times. You got to give them something new to look at.
Yeah, no doubt. A lot of strategy there for CJ Wellsmore, and I would be surprised if he does not improve on that 80.67.
The question is, how much will he improve?
That's right. Yuto Goto is getting ready to go in, and we wait on CJ's score, and we'll go right to Goto. And Wellsmore hoping that
there you go.
And he's got an 86, so that's deservedly so.
That's smart skating.
Yeah, he's back in the lead, so it's nice to see the judges agree with us.
And it adds pressure back on these guys, so you can't rest on those high scores. This is the finals. You got to keep bringing it.
So Goto in his second
big
run.
360.
And that's landing on flat, too.
There you go. That's the trick he's been missing. That's the way to nail it. Alley-oop topside acid, and then he spins out of it, so he's spinning into and out of tricks.
And Arlo, you can see it in his face.
Sweat stands. Yeah, focus, right?
He's definitely focused.
Fish brain. Here we go. That was kind of a wasted part of the line. Not sure what he meant to do there. In fact, he looks like he's losing a little bit of energy, which is a shame because he started out great.
Oh, he falls there.
Very curious.
He put up his hand like one, like maybe, I thought he meant like one more.
Well, sometimes when they put their hands up, they're signaling to the judges that they did a trick switch.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's what he meant.
There you go, Goto, and we'll see if the judges like this score better than his 84 that he had in his previous run. But right now, it is CJ Wellsmore who has the best score.
I wonder if Goto realized that CJ moved ahead of him, because he seemed to really take it off the second half of that run.
Well, we have a huge monitor down there, and they're not seeing the scores on that particular monitor. So we'll have to see on how that strategy plays out. CJ Wellsmore is in the game, though, that's for sure, because he waited for that second run to unleash some new tricks. Galushoko, he's got to really bring it to improve on the 76.
Yep, wall ride to topside acid. Another topside acid on the quarter pipe. Savannah.
And folks, this is the final run for Galushoko as we are in the third run of the competition of the final.
That's nice, 270 Savannah.
And you know, he'll learn a lot from this final here.
Yeah, I was going to say, based on what we've seen so far and based on his line, even if he nails, I don't know if he's got enough to move ahead of the top guys right now. He's just got, you've got to add some more dynamic moves. He doesn't have enough amplitude, really. 540 into the bank. As I say, he goes for a big trick, which is great.
Now let's see how he finishes, because he started to kind of wind his run down, and this one he finishes all the way through as the buzzer goes off, and Galushoko will wrap up his run. Will it be better than a 76? Maybe, but it won't be good enough to get him on the podium. Well, the final's in the books, and what a final it was. CJ Wellsmore, with a lot of strategy, comes out with some new moves that wins him the gold medal. Soichiro gets silver, and Yuto Goto from Japan, the bronze.